So this year, when I taught the Holocaust as a unit in language arts, I focused on the character education aspect of it versus just teaching about the Holocaust. I will say that I have had a huge difference in the students' response. It's not so, obviously it's a very dark topic. It's a heavy topic for 13 and 14-year-old kids to grasp, but we've approached it as, this is an important concept to understand because number one, we don't want history to repeat itself. And number two, we want to be able to be an everyday hero. We don't want to be a bystander. We don't want to just stand around and watch something happen because it doesn't directly affect us. And so that's kind of the approach that I've taken with teaching this unit. And I will say I've had quite a difference in the kids. I've really noticed them change and view the topics much differently than any other class I've had. And this is a very young group of middle schoolers, I should say. So oftentimes they've tended to be a little bit more immature about things. And I've really seen a difference in their approach to this unit versus other units I've taught. When I think about myself as an educator, I actually think of myself more as a professional role model than anything else because I know I teach and I coach. So you'll see my volleyball in the back, Coach Jen. And I'm always modeling in some form or some way, whether it's, on the court, modeling to my students or my players, how to pursue victory with honor. And I hate to use the character counts slogan, but it's really true. Is you can smash everybody on the court, but how are you gonna act? And represent me and the school and themselves and their families and respect that part of it. And I do that in the classroom as well. I'm constantly referring to my students and explaining to them, you're really honoring your family and you're really, especially my migrant students, we're about 50% migrant here. So, you're really honoring your family and your parents' hard work and their effort to get you to this country by working hard, performing well. They haven't put themselves through what they've done or sacrificed what they have for you not to try. They want more for you. And so that's something we strive to explain to the kids. And I personally try to get them to leave 8th grade and head off to the high school as good little humans, as I like to say. And I don't have children of my own, so I refer to these kids as my babies. And I tell them, you're all my kids. And, they know they can call me anytime after they graduate. They can come see me anytime. I'll be there for them. And I'm always signing or writing letters of recommendation for seniors in high school that were my students because they know that they can come back to me and I'll be there for them. So that's me as an educator. So that I see them really as my kids, not just my students. Finally, I believe if I was to look ahead or start thinking about the future me and my future in education, or as an educator, I see myself in two different ways. I see myself as the classroom teacher, and I'm always striving to be a voice for my students, for the students that need a voice, and for even the students that don't, I'm still their voice. And I'm also a voice for my coworkers because not all my coworkers feel comfortable or in a position to help or in a position to speak up to our administration, and I can, and so I feel like I'm always a voice for them. But if I was to leave the classroom in working in curriculum, which is one of my goals, I feel like I would still be a voice, and I would still be working to better the classroom teacher's experience, which is going to still better the students. And in the end, that's my goal, is for the students to be performing better, to see the results. I see the students persevere. In fact, that's my word of the day or word of the week for my kids is persevere. It's always my word, but to see that continue. And so whether or not I'm in or out of the classroom, I think I'm going to be working as a voice for everyone involved.